good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to London. I'm Geoff Cox, and this is Geoff Talk. Her first attempt to gain status in the model industry ended in heartache when she failed to make any progress as an International Top Model 2018 finalist. Her second attempt in 2019 brought her the coveted Classic Chic Award for her look and style, and shortly afterwards, her London Fashion Week debut beckoned. Nothing unusual there, you might say, but at UK size 12, she's considered a plus size model and has to overcome bullying, internet trolls, constant rejection. She's now a brand ambassador for names such as Lensway, Gaston Luga, and Beauty Bear Vegan Vitamins, to name just a few. Joining us now from her home in Cyprus, please welcome JOANNA JANSSON. Hi JOANNA, welcome to Geoff Talk.
Thank you.
How are you getting on during lockdown in Cyprus?
It's really special, but working out pretty well, to be honest. I'm just happy to be able to have my job.
How have you ended up in Cyprus?
I don't really know. So there is a company here from Sweden, so I was like, let's try out, get on the interview and everything, and I got a job. So I was like, yeah, let's explore Cyprus.
Fabulous! What a great adventure. In my introduction, I mentioned your top model worldwide participation. Tell us about the first time you entered and about that experience.
It was amazing. I did it first 2018, so it's over 2 years ago, but it feels like yesterday. I still have contact with most of the girls that I was hanging out with, which is amazing. Like, because all of us are in so different places in the world, but we still have contact, and it's over 2 years ago. You think that you should disappear from each other, like maybe follow each other on Instagram, but we're still in contact, which is great.
And the following year's Top Model 2019 success, what did you do differently?
Mostly I think that 2018 I was going on this like really strict diet. I was working out a lot, and I was so focused, like, I'm gonna win this, I'm so good, I'm just gonna win. But in 2019 I was more relaxed and was more focusing on like getting to know people, getting new friends, and I think that was what I was doing to success.
And at any point, did you believe that you'd be walking at London Fashion Week? And of course, you won that Fashion Week Model Award as well, didn't you?
I did, and I never expected that. I was just so surprised. It was amazing. So great experiences.
Now let's get on to the classic and the chic side of your look, because obviously you are curvier than a lot of other models. I've read various articles where you've mentioned about internet trolls and bullying and things like that. Tell us a little bit about that side of things, because that must have been very, very discouraging, at least.
It's really awful, because obviously when you start modeling, it's usually in a really young age, and I was at 18. I was starting to do these like beauty pageant things, and the one that was holding the first beauty pageant that I was in, he literally looked me in the eyes and told me, like, you are too fat for this. And to hear those kind of things when you're 18, you're really insecure and you have no idea what you are doing. So you listen to this person and like, okay, I need to lose weight. And no one should tell you that you need to lose weight, like that you are fat. You are gorgeous as you are, and you are going to tell yourself that. So it's a lot of progress, and you always need to work on your self-love. It's something I'm still working on. I've been working on it since, I don't know, for too long. It's a work in progress forever.
And the internet bullying, that side of things, because that's very high profile in the news, isn't it? It seems girls of all ages, not just models, seem to be a victim of some form of bullying.
Yeah, yeah. Social media is great in one point, but it can also be the ending of a lot of people's lives. For example, I cut my hair for a few months ago, and a lot of people were texting me like, "Oh, you destroyed your look now," and it's like,
You're sitting next to a swimming pool wearing a bikini in one of your most recent Instagram posts, and you write
yeah,
about body anxiety. Tell us about that.
yeah. It's it's what I was saying. Like it's really important to love yourself because you see all of these ideals on social medias, on commercials, and everything, and you should not feel ashamed about your body. Like your body is the only thing that's carrying on for every day that goes by, and you should love it exactly for it is and treat it, of course.
And there does seem to be a lot of contrasting messages, doesn't there, at the moment? You have size zero models who are getting picked by major agencies. They're doing a lot of huge campaigns for all the big names. And on the other
Yeah,
side, you've got somebody like Tess Holliday, who's a UK size 24, which is an EU
yeah.
52, who was on the cover of Cosmopolitan, who was then being vilified, as was the magazine, for being too big. So where do you think that the attitude should sit?
I think we should focus on like being healthy because you can still be healthy without being skinny. You should do some exercising because it's good for your health. You know it's the best way for your body, and you know that you should not eat too much like fast food and everything. So just treat your body right. And if you are, some people are born as a size zero, and some people are a lot bigger. And that's just how we are born. There is so many differences, but we should see everything as normal when you're doing a good health.
But you would agree the demands on girls and boys in the fashion industry is far greater than any other area of society, and there is a lot of pressure on young girls, isn't there, to be competing with one another.
It is. Yeah, it really is. But I know also a lot of guys that's struggling with like eating disorders and everything. So I think it's a work in progress for everyone because no one should feel ashamed by how they look just because someone else is telling you that the way that you look are wrong.
So what do you hope is the next stage for you in your modelling journey?
I don't know, actually. I still want to keep continuing with it. And mostly recently, I'm focusing a lot on social medias and trying to be as positive as possible and giving maybe something to people to learn that you can look differently, but you can also success with it. And I know that a lot of people have been inspired by me just because I won top model and also being on London Fashion Week. And people know that I'm normal, a little bit more curvy, but people feels like it's inspiring.
And also, you're working as a brand ambassador for so many brands. I just named Naked Fashion, Lensway, Gaston Luga, Beauty Bear, Vegan Vitamins. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, are these people approaching you, or are you actively looking for that?
Yeah, it is so funny. It's a lot of brands that's contacted me weekly and asking for me to be a part of their team and everything. And it's amazing.
And that must be
That part is.
that must be inspiring for you as well, because it makes maybe some of those sacrifices along the way and some of that negativity a bit more of a positive part of the journey.
Absolutely, it really does. And also because there is a lot more that you put in on the effort with social media than you think. And it's so funny when it pays off. So it's amazing.
Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to play our brand new quickfire game. It's called I Can't Believe I Said That. You've got 40 seconds to answer as many of these multiple choice questions as you can. All you have to do is pick your choice from the answers. The highest score so far is 10, which was done by Lizzie Elliott. Omar Mansour scored 9, and so did Ebony van der Castile. So it's very close. So quick fire questions, 40 seconds. And when I start the clock, I'll do the first question, and let's see how we get on. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready to go? Here we go. Cats or dogs?
Cats.
You froze right at that moment. I'm going to be fair, and I'm going to start the clock. I'm going to start the clock again for you, just to be fair, okay? So I'll do that again, okay? So let's hope you don't freeze out this time.
Yes.
Modern technology, it's wonderful. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Chocolate or crisps?
Crisps.
Swimming pool or sea?
Now you froze. See.
Right. Let's do this third time lucky. Third time lucky, I think. Let's do it third time. Okay. Straight off the top. Here we go. Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Chocolate or crisps?
Crisps.
Swimming pool or sea?
Sea.
What's your best feature?
I don't know.
The last film you watched?
Harry Potter.
Favourite sport to play?
Dance.
Favourite colour?
Pink.
Any tattoos?
Yes.
The last time you cried?
Yesterday.
Strangest thing you've ever eaten?
A deer heart.
Ketchup or mayo? Oh, you've
mayo.
run out of time. You've run out of time. Well done, though.
Thank you.
I made that 10. So well done. You've equaled Lizzie's score. That's absolutely fabulous. Well done. That's a really good score. Very, very. You should be very proud of yourself, because I think it's quite tough.
Thank you. I am.
And so, just finally, what advice would you give to young, aspiring, and maybe struggling models who maybe have a similar journey to you ahead of them, or maybe in a similar position when you started out?
That you should put yourself first. In the end, it's always going to be you. So listen to yourself, listen to your body, and just go your own way. Because it's when you listen to yourself, you're going to success.
That's a lovely way to end it. Joanna Jansson, thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye. That was Joanna Jansson. I'm Geoff Cox. Join me next time for another edition of Geoff Talk.